हाय हेलो एवरीवन। कैसे सब लोग? मेरा प्यारा अच्छा वाला लेजेंड्स, मेरा प्यारा दोस्तों, कैसे सब लोग? सब बढ़िया चल रहा है? हाँ, हाउ वाज द डे? आई नो दैट we usually meet at this point of time, है ना, 10 p.m. almost at the end of the day, where you'll be having all your experiences, where you had all your experiences. So tell me, before we start with the classes, how was your experience for the day? सब अच्छा था? So, all those experiences, did it give you an amazing smile on your faces? जल्दी से बताओ. Hi Priya, good evening. Sanjana, hi. Myara, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. Yes, so tell me, am I audible and visible to everyone in the classroom? And if it is, give me an amazing thumbs up in the chat box and do let me know that yes, I'm audible and visible and you can actually see me smiling. Hi Anna, legends are back to learn with a smile. Very good. ठीक है, so till the end we'll be learning this particular session, right? And yes, let's make it super awesome. And just like Myara says, yes, let's make it adipoli. है ना Sanjana? Yes. Okay. So did you do the stuff which I asked you to do? Which mean I did ask you to share this particular classroom with all your friends. How many of you did? Because we need everyone to come and learn here, right? So that ambience will be so good. Audible and visible. Yes, thank you so much. Hi, Jugraj, Sanchana, hi. So whoever is seeing me for the very first time, yes, this is Ameer, your physics educator at Unacademy, and you can see about my credentials. Yes, I have an experience of more than 3.5 years, BTech from an IT Calicut in mechanical engineering, taught and mentored many students, and I'm here standing in front of you with that smiling face. Okay, now let's see what we are going to have in today's session. Yes, we will be having the lenses in today's class. Okay, why it is not changing? Okay, yeah, I'm really sorry. So today, as you can see, we will be having the lens, which means the continuation of the lens, which means we have started the lens in yesterday's class. I hope you do remember, right? So we'll be continuing from wherever we have stopped, and we'll be talking about some of the important stuffs related to lens. Okay, all the formulas, the lens makers formulas derivation, the image formula derivation for lenses. It's going to be so much of things to learn, and I hope you are here with full of energy, right? And what you can see tomorrow, tomorrow, don't forget at this point of time, because we are having the chapter of EMI to get revised, and not just revision as such. We'll be doing the formula revision, which means we'll be looking at all the formulas, and then we'll be doing all the important questions from the chapter as mentee. Wow. So invite every one of your friend. You can understand how your friends are going to score. Actually, you can make a comparison. It's going to be so much of fun. So I'm expecting every one of you at tomorrow's class. Okay, as we all know, so many amazing teachers are already on board with Unacademy class 11th and 12th, right? And you love to be in their live classes and you don't want to miss them. If you don't want to miss any of their live classes, and if you want to get alerts at the right time and notifications, right, you have the Telegram channel where all the updates regarding this particular channel is given. The link is given right here. Okay. And Emerge program, I will tell you, as my personal opinion, this is an amazing program developed by Unacademy to help students in the best way possible. Because you know that according to nowadays exam pattern has changed by CBSE, which means according to the new exam pattern, we'll be having a multiple choice question and assertion reason type question. Hai ya nahi? Ha. So without having any practice, if we just go for it, हमारा mark तो बिल्कुल नीचे हो जाएगा. We'll be having a very lesser marks. So we should be having the complete practice, and that's why we have this Emerge program with the live mock test. Okay, which means every week this mock test for the new, according to the new exam pattern, will be happening. I want every one of you to take the test, and those who get very good marks, आप क्या हो जाएगा? Famous भी हो जाएगा, right? In YouTube's and Instagram, आप सबका photo हो जाएगा. वाह. And you can see the respective dates and time. You can come and enroll and take the test. Okay, yes. Now I'll talk about this Unacademy subscription for just 2 minutes, and then we will start with our classes. Now Why, though everything is available in YouTube for free, right? Why we say that you have to be a part of an academy subscription? Why it is important? Because there in the subscription platform, we teachers or we educators will be teaching with a proper schedule, targeting all the examinations such as board exam, JEE exam, NEET exam. And whenever we teach, we'll make sure that there is a proper order for all the topics. And as there is a proper order, you can keep track of everything whatever you have learned. So, in a nutshell, the process of learning is going to be super simple once you're a part of an academy platform. Then, top educators of the country are already here to teach you, waiting for every one of you. Don't you think it would be amazing to learn under them, to get mentored under them, to get so many advices from them? Why? Because they are here with this particular category for very long years. So they know how the questions are going to come, right? How it is going to be coming, so they can train you accordingly, right? So if you are trained in the best way possible, it is for your benefit. You can do your paper in the best way possible, isn't it? Study materials will be given to you. Practice test and live test series will make you super and duper confident and will bring the best out from every one of you. For a 12-month subscription, as you can see, it is 1,250 rupees. And you have to pay this much. I won't let you do that. Why? Because I am there to give you 10% of discount. Use this code AMB10 and get a discount of 10%. Now, those who think whatever features I have explained, not enough, we want more along with whatever the features. Le up. Iconic subscription le. Personal mentor. If this person is there, okay, he'll take away most of your headache. Why? Because he'll tell you how to study, what should be the strategy for preparing for each and every examination. This person will be there. Live doubt solving classes specially made for you. Weekly reports will be given to you so that you can analyze your performance. For all these amazing features of Iconic, for 12 months it will cost you 2,333. इतना भरना है क्या मंथ पे? नहीं. क्यों नहीं सर, क्यों नहीं? क्योंकि हमारा पास है कोड. यूज कर ले AMB10 and get extra 10% of discount. Now shall I show you the next page? Now the reason, one more reason is there why I have to tell you it is the best time for every one of you to go for the subscription, because this is the special price week. As you can see, along with the 10% of discount for 12 months subscription, how will you get that 10%? By using my code of AMB10. You will get extra 10% if you are going to make the purchase within this 3 days. So everyone, be here and start learning with us, and don't worry, we will take your dreams come true. Okay, so yes, that's all about Unacademy. That's all about me, and that's all about for the night. And now we have to start about what? Yes, it's time for our amazing chapter of, yes, optics, ray optics. Everyone, are you all here? Shall we get started? Show me some energy, show me some fire in the classroom, and do let me know that, sir, yes, you can start. We all are ready for this amazing session to get started, and we are there to make the class so much amazing and super powerful. Ray optics, okay, very good. So शुरू करें? ठीक है, तो करेगा हम बिल्कुल. Ready to rock, Anna? Very good. बढ़िया बात है. So everyone is ready. Then why I have to stop? So yes, let's get started with. Tell me, what all were the topics we were discussing related to lens in yesterday's class? We found out which are the different types of lens, right? Biconvex lens, concavo-convex lens, convexo-concave lens, plano-convex lens. Yes, we have learned about different kinds of lenses and how to name it. One thing. Then we have seen the rules of image formation, right? How the light rays will be passing in different conditions, passing through different kinds of lenses. And then we have seen the image formation also there, isn't it? Yes, bilkul. And I think it was till here we have completed. So now what we are going to do, we are going to find out how can we get the distance to the image if the object distance is there. Simply, we are going to derive the lens formula. Are you already? We already know what is mirror formula. 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F, mirror formula. So, we are going to find out, is there a similar formula in the case of lens where object distance and the focus of the lens is known? Is there a method by which we can find out the image distance? Shall we? Yes. Okay, so first we are going to derive regarding this lens maker's formula, which is very super important. How many of you do remember a small comment which I made about lenses? I told you that lens is actually a transparent material where refraction happens at both the surfaces, right, before the final image is being formed. So if you want to understand what I am telling, just look into this. Principal axis, okay, this is our convex lens. I am having an object here. If a light ray starts from this object, क्या हो जाएगा? First, it will be undergoing a refraction here. Yes or no? Yes. And again, you can see that at the second surface also, a refraction happens before the final image is being formed. Tell me, whenever, okay, your sister is leaving, two of your kids, okay, not your kids, two of her kids, okay, to look after, right? So what you usually do, you will be looking after one kid, right, because kids are usually so mischievous, right, and you will call your friend also so that your friend can look after the other one, right? So the process becomes simple. Here also we are going to do the same procedure. We can see that refraction is happening at two surfaces at the same time. So how can we think, how can we learn about the image formation? We will cut this lens into two, and then we will learn about the image formation separately by considering the refraction at the first surface, and then we will consider the refraction at the second surface. I hope you understood the logic, right? Okay, so let me take the very first convex surface and let's see how the image formation happens. We have our object, okay, distance u. You can see that a light ray starts from the object. Now obviously the first surface will have its own center, and from the center, if you draw the radius to the point, that will be acting as a normal, right? For spherical surfaces, radius is always perpendicular to the spherical surface. Yes, so we have the normal. So how will it be? How the light rays will be after passing from the first medium of refractive index N1 to a second medium of refractive index N2 of this lens material. Yes, if it is denser, it will be bending towards the normal and will form an image here, I1. Why I have written as I1 not I? Because this is the image formed after the first refraction only. This is not the final image because one more refraction has to happen. ठीक है? So इसीलिए I have written as I1. Is there a method by which you can write a formula for this? Yes, because we all know the formula, the image formation formula for spherical surface. Yes, N2 by refractive index of the second medium by V. Image distance, here I am going to write it as I1. Okay, minus N1 divided by U, object distance. Right now, don't apply the signs. We will be applying the signs at the end. Okay, N1 by U is equal to N2 minus N1 divided by R1. R1 is the radius of the first spherical surface. First equation is done. Okay, first refraction part is done. Now what is left? We have to go for the second. Okay, tell me which light ray is going to reach the second surface. That light ray after getting refracted from the first surface. ये light ray है ना? This light ray which is actually getting converged at I1 is reaching the second surface. So I'm going to write and draw the same. So this surface, this light ray after the first refraction is reaching the second surface. Let me say it makes some angle like this. No problems. Let me mark its center C2, its radius as R2, and let me mark the normal. normal. हाँ 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 ठीक है, normal तो हो गया. Somehow it looks like a straight line, isn't it? Yes. थोड़ा bulging लगाएगा. हाँ, अभी तो straight line हो गया. So we have this incident light ray. Tell me, this incident light ray from the first refraction surface, this incident light ray after getting refracted from the first surface, right, where it was supposed to be converging, this was supposed to be converging at I1, yes or no? I'll use a red color. This was supposed to be converging at I1, isn't it? Now tell me what this I1 will be acting as for the second surface. We know that for any surface, for reflection or a refraction, whatever is the incident light ray, that incident light ray is the ray considered to be coming from the object. Yes or no? Yes or a no? Yes, it is. Let's take the case of a mirror. The incident light ray to this mirror is being carried from the object. So lens or mirror, whenever it receives an incident light ray, it will think that that light ray is from the object. Here in this case, for the second surface, the light ray is being received after the refraction from the first, this one, and where it is getting converged? Here. So this light ray received by the second surface will think that, this light ray is the object light ray which is getting converged here. Matlab, for the second surface, this is acting as the object because this is the light ray it receives. So the second surface will think that this is its light ray from the object. Understood? So I1, which is the image after the refraction from the first surface, will be considered by the second surface as its object. समझ में आ गया? सबको समझ में आ गया? ठीक है. Now what happens? This light ray which was supposed to go like this, it will be bending. कैसे? It was supposed to be going like this, so it will be bending away from the normal essay and will be forming the final image I here. It was supposed to go like this, it will be bending away from the normal and will be forming an image here. Shall I write the equation for this also? Yes? What's the formula? What is the formula? N2 by V minus N1 by U equal to N2 minus N1 by R. है या नहीं? है या नहीं? है या नहीं? With a smile, tell me. What is N2? Refractive index of the second medium. Which is the second medium here? This one. And which is the first medium here? This one. Right? N2 by V, refractive index of the second medium here is, this is N1. This is the air. So N2 will be replaced by N1 by V, which is the distance to the final image, minus N1 is the refractive index of the first. This is the first medium. Here it is N2. So N1 will be replaced as N2 by U is the object distance. Tell me, what is the object distance here? What is the object for the second surface? ये है ना? And what we have marked this distance as I1. देख ले, we already have marked it as I1 before. So I am also writing it as I1 here. Okay? Is equal to N2 minus N1, refractive index of the second medium, that is N1 here, minus refractive index of the first medium, here it is N2, divided by R2. बस हो गया. This is our second equation. Add कर ले. Just add the equations. Left hand side what happens? N2 by I1 minus N2 by I1 cancel हो जाएगा. Then what do you have? N1 by V minus N1 by U. Here you have N2 minus N1. N1 minus N2. Make it as N2 minus N1. So minus will come here, right? And taking it as common, N2 minus N1, 1 by R1. n2 माइनस n1 उल्टा करने पे माइनस हो जाएगा r2. ओके, टेक n1 कॉमन एंड टेक इट टू द राइट हैंड साइड ऑफ द इक्वेशन. बस हो गया, काम तो हो गया. n1 n2 by n1, n1 by n1 1 हो गया, 1 by r1 माइनस हो गया तो हो गया, काम तो हो गया. 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to n2 by n1 minus 1, 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. इधर तक any difficulty in understanding बोल दे. If you have any difficulty and if you don't have a smile on your face right now, if you are having any confusions, do let me know. Bhi. jaldi 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 bata. If you don't have a smile, if you have any doubts till here, do let me know, or else we can proceed. No, कोई गड़बड़ नहीं, no difficulty, yes everything is clear. तो हमको perfectly आगे बढ़ सकता है, perfectly आगे बढ़ सकता है. और क्या सर, बिल्कुल. So in the next page I'll be writing down the same equation because थोड़ा और derivation करना है इधर से from this. Okay, ठीक है. हम जा रहा है अगले पेज देख. So 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to n2 by n1 minus 1, 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Fine. Okay, now we are going to make different kind of formulas from here. For a convex lens, tell me if an object was at minus infinity, this case light rays coming parallel from minus infinity because you have to mark the, you have to measure in the left direction and the light rays are coming towards right. So from minus infinity, if you have an object, tell me where did you had the image, if this was the axis. हाँ, अरे यार पिक्चर तो पूरा, I'll draw it again. हमारा कॉन्वेक्स पैरेलल हो जाएगा फोकस पे. मतलब if you have an object at minus infinity, the image is formed at where? Focus. We all know this. Shall I substitute the same in this equation? Yes? Okay. So when u is equal to minus infinity, so 1 by u is equal to minus infinity, v हो गया 1 by f. Then what do you have? n2 by n1 minus 1, 1 by r1, 1 by r2. अरे 1 by infinity क्या है? 0 है ना. 1 by infinity 0 हो गया. So you have the equation for focal length. 1 by f is equal to, हाँ, with a smile you can write, because without any trouble, ज़्यादा confusions के बिना, we got the formula for focal length. The equation to find out the focal length of any kind of lens, where the refractive index of its length is n2, n1 is the refractive index of the surrounding, r1 is the radius of the first surface, r2 is the radius of the second surface. इसका नाम क्या है? ये फॉर्मूला का नाम लेंस मेकर्स formula. Very super very important. If a question pop-ups from here, obviously you will be getting which means if a question is going to come from lenses, sachi mein I am telling you, you will have to use this particular equation. It is that important. So by heart this right now. Shall we repeat once again? 1 by f is equal to n2 by n1 minus 1, 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. एक और बार, हाँ, 1 by f is equal to n2 by n1 minus 1 bracket 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Now we are going to make one more substitution. Okay, just like we had a mirrors formula, अब आएगा हमका lens formula. Look into this equation. 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to this. You can write 1 by v minus 1 by u. What can I substitute this with? अरे देख ले. This can be substituted as what? 1 by f. So we got either of the equations from this part. बस और कुछ नहीं करना. 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to, ये minus नहीं, ठीक है, 1 by f. So this is our lens formula, or we usually say thin lens formula. This is usually applied with lenses which are so thin, because so much of chotu approximation we use in this. Got it, Vaishnavi, Mohit, Sanchana, Anna, Priya, everyone? कोई गड़बड़ नहीं है ना? बिल्कुल बढ़िया. So you all got the lens formula without any trouble, I suppose. Okay. Now समझ में आ गया तो? Okay, समझ में आ गया तो क्या करना है? हाँ, question तो हो जाएगा. By using the equations, we are gonna do the problem. अरे प्रिया, इतना ज़्यादा compliments. Thank you so much, Priya. बढ़िया बात है. Okay. Now find focal length of the system shown in figure from left hand side. If you are looking from here, either say if you keep an object here, the question is to find out the focal length. Just write down the formula of focal length. 1 by f is equal to n2 by n1 minus 1. 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. So whenever you get a direct question, try to write down the formula. Okay. N2, the refractive index of the lens, how much? 1.5, which is equal to 3 by 2. N1, refractive index of the first medium or external medium, it is 2, right? So N1, I'm going to write it as 2 minus 1. 1 by r1. What is the radius of the first surface? 40. In which direction we have to measure? Towards the right, है ना? Because this is the curvature. Center will be here. So for measuring from optic center, you have to travel towards right. So yeah, plus, yeah, minus, plus. So this is 1 by 40 minus 1 by, tell me, what is the radius of a plane surface? Plane surface का radius कितना है? छोटू classes maybe I think you all have learned. हाँ, infinity, isn't it? Substitute कर ले R2. हो गया. So 3 by 4 minus 1 is minus 1 by 4 into 1 by 40. So this is 1 by f. So f is equal to 4 4s are 16 with a negative sign minus. What does that negative sign corresponds to? This particular lens in a medium of a larger refractive index, instead of behaving like a convex, what will it be behaving like? It will be behaving like a concave. क्यों? How I was able to tell that this particular lens in this medium is going to act like a concave lens? Why? Because देख ले, the focal length is coming with a negative sign. Whenever the focal length comes with a negative, that is associated with the concave lens. I have told you positive focal length is for convex and negative focal length is for concave. Okay. So I think ready for the next. ठीक है. So I can see people giving me the answers. बहुत बढ़िया बात है ना? शुक्ला जी, अक्षत शुक्ला जी, है ना? Yes. उज्जवल. ओके अक्षत, आपका नाम तो ले लिया. ओके ओके. सो हम आगे जा रहे हैं. A biconvex lens. Bi मतलब two sides are convex. Okay. Refractive index 1.5 has radius of curvature 20. Find its focal length. Okay. So by doing this question, you will be more clear about how to use this particular formula in finding out the focal length. Okay. कर ले. हमारा साथ है. हमारा साथ क्या है? हमारा साथ सिर्फ मन है to do some hard work. उसी मन से हम क्रैक करेगा any of the exams, right? So a biconvex lens, it's N2 is given as how much? 1.5. Okay. And radius of curvature for both is 20. So R1 and R2's magnitude is given as 20 centimeter, because we have to apply the signs there. So that's why I have written in between two lines to just show that the magnitude is 20. उसका focal length करना है, करेगा बिल्कुल, है ना. 1 by f का वैल्यू है n2 by n1 minus 1, 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Okay. I know that what most of you might be thinking, sir, r1 and r2 has the same value. So 1 by 20 minus 1 by 20 cancel हो जाएगा या sir? So ये entire term 0 हो जाएगा. So 1 by f is 0. So f is going to be infinity. How many of you are thinking in that way? Okay. It's fine to have confusions and doubts. So at the end, you will understand why it is not getting cancelled. Substitute. N2, refractive index of the lens, 1.5, which is 3 by 2. When nothing is given, we have to consider that it is kept in a medium of air of refractive index 1, minus 1, 1 by. What is the first radius? This is the first surface, and its center is here. So the radius is measured towards right. So that is positive, right? R1 is positive. So 1 by 20 minus 1 by, what is the radius of the second? This is the second surface. Where can I expect its center? C2. So how will you measure its radius? By moving towards left. So R2 हो गया negative. है या? है ना? So minus 20. बस 3 by 2 minus 1, 1 by 2. 1 by 20 minus of minus. देख ले, अभी cancel हो रहा है? नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं. The signs are actually cancelling each other to convert the negative sign to positive. Negative into negative हो गया positive. So 1 by 20 plus 1 by 20 is 2 by 20. So 1 by of हो गया ऐसे. 2 को हाँ चॉप कर ले, कैंसिल कर ले. So f हो गया 20 सेंटीमीटर. बस हो गया तो हो गया, आंसर तो हो गया. मज़ा भी आ गया ना, because once you start learning physics with so much of interest, मज़ा आ जाएगा. Have you all taken a screenshot? Those who want to. Akshat, very good. Rashi, hello. Myara, hi, hello everyone. Plus 20, yes. मिल गया तो मिल गया, है ना? Okay. So अगले क्वेश्चन के लिए हम जाएगा. हम गया. अब क्वेश्चन क्या है? A lens which has a focal length of 4 centimeter, okay, and refractive index of 1.4 is immersed in a liquid of refractive index 1.6. Up focal length will be. समझ में आ गया what is given in the question? समझ में आ गया? It's very simple. It says lens initially was having a focal length 4, okay, when it was in air. Now if you immerse the same in a liquid, what is the new focal length going to be? Not a tough question, but we will figure it out. Okay. First, we will write down the formula for focal length when it is in air. In air, formula 1 by f is equal to n2 by n1 minus 1, 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Okay. F is given as how much? 4. 1 by 4 is equal to, refractive index is 1.4, n1 is air, so 1 minus 1, 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Keep this as such on the left hand side. Question: whenever you keep this particular lens in a medium in an n1 value of 1.6, what is the new focal length going to be? Array, just write down the formula. The new focal length 1 by f dash is equal to n2 by n1. n2, refractive index of the lens, the same as before, how much? 1.4 by n1, refractive index of the medium, 1.6 minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Okay. For finding out the new focal length, what is the unknown? 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. This part, right? Is there any method by which you can find out this part from here? Yes or no? Yes. This is 1.4 minus 1. It is 0.4. So 1 by 4 into 0.4. This 0.4 will come to the left hand side as its denominator. 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. From here we got 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2 का value. Substitute कर ले. This is 14 by 16. So this will be 14 minus 16 by 16 into, this is 1 by 4 into 0.4. बस हो गया. Okay. So this is how much? 1 by f dash. So taking ulta, which will give you f dash is 16 into 4 into 0.4 divided by 14 minus 16 is minus 2. So अभी क्या करना है? हाँ, 4 by 2 is 2, right? 16 into 2 is equal to 32 into 0.4. So how much this will come? 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12 with 1 point 12.8. Point तो दिख रहा है ना? Centimeter. It's not such a big calculations, है ना? Not at all a big calculation. If you know how to do the problem step by step, answer ऐसे ही मिल जाएगा. It's not a big deal. Okay. Yes. आ गया तो आ गया, समझ तो आ गया. बिल्कुल. Yes, negative will come, right? हाँ, बिल्कुल negative will come. Yes, very good, very good. So कोई doubts है तो पूछ ले. If you have any doubts, do let me know. Can I change the page? Huh? Okay, so we have the next question. ठीक है, everyone start doing the next question. कर ले. शुरू. When an object is placed 60 centimeter in front of a diverging lens. Diverging lens मतलब concave lens it is. A virtual image is formed 20 centimeter from the lens. The lens is made of a material of refractive index 1.65 and its two spherical surfaces have the same radius of curvature. What is the value of this radius? Okay, करेगा. Object is placed 60 centimeter in front of a diverging lens. Okay, a virtual image is formed 20 centimeter. Now, from the first part, can't we find out the value for the focus or the focal length of this diverging lens? Yes. By using which formula? 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. The equation, the lens formula 1 by v. A virtual image is formed. I hope you do remember the image formation in concave. Light rays comes, it will diverge and a virtual image is being formed here. So how do you measure the image? Image is measured in the opposite direction to the incoming light ray. So image is negative. V is equal to negative. What about the object? U is also measured left, U is also negative. Okay. So an object is placed at 60 centimeter in front of a diverging lens. So minus 1 by U is minus 60. Okay, a virtual image is formed, so V is equal to minus 20 equal to 1 by F. Huh? Okay, कर ले. This becomes 1 by 60 minus 1 by 20 is equal to 1 by F. So 20 minus 60 is minus 40 by 20 into 60. Okay, so we have the final equation for focal length as 60 into 20 by 40 with negative. 60 into 20 by 40. 20 into by 40 is 1 by 2. 60 by 2 is 30 with a negative sign. First part of the equation is done, or the question is actually done. Okay. अब क्या बाकी है? अब क्या बाकी है मेरे दोस्त बता. What is left? The main part of the question, which is radius of curvature, where in an equation I can spot the radius of curvature in the equation of focal length. है या नहीं? देख ले. 1 by f is equal to n2 by n1 minus 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Huh? So start substituting everything for finding out the radius. What is f? Minus 30. What is n2? Refractive index दे दिया 1.65 by 1 minus 1. Okay, it is given that both are having the same radius. Okay, for the first surface the center is here, right? So the radius is also measured towards left, so that will be negative. So this is minus 1 by r minus r2. Second surface, center is here, you measure it towards right, so it is actually positive, so it is 1 by r. Okay, it's done actually. Okay, so minus 1 by r minus 1 by r minus 2 by r minus 2 by r. 1.65 minus 1 0.65 and this is equal to 1 by 30 with a negative. हो गया है ना? So r will go up. Yes, r तो ऊपर गया है and क्या बाकी है? कुछ बाकी नहीं है मेरे दोस्त. So r तो ऊपर गया तो ये 30 negative negative cancel. 30 into 2 into 0.65. So 60 into 0.65 will be coming as its radius. ठीक है? हाँ ठीक है, कोई गड़बड़ नहीं है आई सपोज, है ना? कोई गड़बड़ नहीं है. 2 by r 1.65 minus 1 and 1 by f is equal to 30. Yes, okay, this is it. Great. So you did the value and 39 you got it, then great. बहुत बढ़िया. Very early you did. अरे बाप रे. ओके, तो कोई गड़बड़ नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं है. सब समझ में आ गया? Can I change the screen? Can we move to the next problem or the next concept? Oh, thin lens formula हम कर दिया. Magnification. Okay, now let's move for the magnification. You all know what is magnification. We already have discussed magnification of mirrors. What is magnification? Height of the image by height of the object. Therefore magnification, there was one more formula, minus v by u, right? So here that minus v by u will become plus v by u for magnification. Bus. Here the magnification is plus v by u. That's the only difference. We are not going for the derivation, which is not at all required. Some play with the geometry, which we don't require at the time being. Okay, we just need this particular formula for magnification is height of the image by height of the object, which will be equal to v by u. Okay, and karega questions. Okay, a small question which you will understand how to make use of this magnification and get the answers. Diverging meniscus lens. अरे ऐसे दे दिया तो समझ में आना चाहिए कैसा वाला लेंस है. Write it there itself. Concave has a focal length of minus 20. Okay, so they have given the focal length with the negative sign, so obviously the chances of getting errors are less there. If the lens is held 10 centimeter from the object, the magnification is. Array. This was a very simple question actually. Lens, object is kept at 10 centimeter. Light rays will be actually moving in this direction. So towards right is positive, but how will you measure U? For measuring U, you have to start from the optic center. In which direction? Towards left. So ये हो जाएगा negative. Focal length is also negative. First, let us find out V. Why? Because magnification can be found out by the formula of V by U. I think you might have done this in your 10th standard classes also. But anyway, those who forgot this, those who need a revision, we can do this problem. First, let us find V by formula of lens. 1 by V minus 1 by U हो गया 1 by F. And V is unknown. Minus 1 by U देख ले negative with 10 is equal to 1 by F. F minus बस हो गया. Minus minus plus, if it goes to the right hand side, minus 1 by 10. This is minus 1 by 20. This is 1 by V. So ये हो गया minus 10 minus 20 minus 30 divided by 200. This is not 16. Okay. So V हो गया minus 200 by 30 और minus 20 by 3. बस है ना. अभी क्या बाकी है? कुछ नहीं बाकी है. अब क्या करना है आपको? मैग्निफिकेशन, पुट द वैल्यूज इन द फॉर्मूला. V by U. V by U कितना है? माइनस 20 by 3 डिवाइडेड बाई U. अरे U किधर है? U किधर है? हाँ, U is 10. इधर ही है with a negative. So 0 minus will become 2 by 3. So the magnification is actually 2 by 3 or 0.6666666666666666 ऐसे आ जाएगा. Okay. Power of a lens. समझ में आ गया ना? सिंपल है. हाँ, मैग्निफिकेशन इज पॉजिटिव. आ गया तो आ गया, समझ तो आ गया. Now, shall we learn about power of a lens? Not a big topic. छोटू सा टॉपिक. छोटू सा टॉपिक लर्न करने के लिए रेडी? अक्षय था, है ना? राशि, प्रिया, म्यारा. Okay. Yes, you can write in decimals also. Very good. No issues at all. So, yes, let's go for the power of a lens and what it actually means. Whenever I say the word power, okay, how will you say that I have some power? If I have the knowledge of physics and if I can deliver it to you in the proper way. When will you say that you have some power? When you do a lot of studies and get a very good score in your exams, right? So we will say that a material or object or anything will be having its power whenever the things that the body is supposed to be done will be done in the perfect way possible. What is the duty of a lens? Let us take the convex mirror. What is its duty? Its duty is to converge and to form an image. And where it will be forming? At the focus. So the duty of this convex lens is to converge the light rays. So when will it be having more power? Whenever it converges more and more and more, right? So we will say the second lens will be having a more power if it make a huge conversion, ऐसे, है ना? So if the second lens where it can make a large convergence, right? Here we will say that the power is more here. If the power is getting more in the second case, what you can see about the focal length? Focal length को क्या हो रहा है? If the power, if the converging rate is increasing for the lens, what can you see related to the focal length? Focal length has to decrease for the power to get increased. yes or no, yes or a no, बिल्कुल yes है ना. Very good. So how can you make an equation for power? Power is 1 by focal length, and make sure that you are substituting this focal length in meters, not in centimeters, and the unit of power will be in diopter with the simple optic. समझ में आ गया? Why the power is equal to 1 by focal length? Because if the focal length keeps on decreasing, the converging rate will be more and more and more. And if the convergence is more, we will say that the power of the lens, the duty that the lens is assigned, is done in the best way possible. समझ में आ गया अच्छे से? हाँ, सबको अच्छे से समझ में आ गया? Very good. So if you have understood, let's do a problem based on this. अरे, before the problem there was one more concept. कोई बात नहीं, हम ये पढ़कर करेगा, है ना? After learning this, we will proceed and we'll start doing the problem. Two or more than two lenses in contact, which means instead of having a single lens, if you are having two lenses in contact, how can you find out the focal length? What is going to be the power of the lens is going to be? If the power of the first lens in contact is P1, and if the power of the second lens in contact is equal to P2, power is just a number, right? So what will be the total power will be equal to? Power will be equal to P1 plus P2, है ना? And what about the, if how can you make the equation for focal length from here? Where P1 is 1 by focal length of the first lens, P2 is 1 by focal length of the second lens, and P, the net value of power, is equal to 1 by net focal length. So the equation for focal length, if two or more than two lenses are combined, is 1 by f is equal to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2. If three are there, हाँ, इसमें सोचने की जरूरत भी नहीं है. 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2 plus 1 by f3. 4 are there. I hope now you know. Okay, so this is how you do it. कोई गड़बड़? So by heart this, so many questions are expected from this part, which means whenever two lenses are combined, what is the net focal length going to be? Okay, so why we need the net focal length here? The reason is because questions will be coming like this. You'll be having a combination of lenses, okay, and an object will be given. The question will be, where is the final image formed? What do you have to do? Lens है. We can make use of lens equation. 1 by v minus 1 by u equal to 1 by f. ये equation use करेगा, है ना? Use किया. Then you will be knowing where the object is kept. But for finding out this f, you need this equation. What is that f? The total focal length or the net focal length of the combination of these two lenses. If you substitute it there, you will get where the image is formed. Okay, ठीक है. So make a quick analysis. In the meanwhile, I'll have a sip of water. आ गया तो आ गया, समझ तो आ गया प्रिया, मोहित? हाँ, सबको? Okay. Any confusions if you have, please let me know. I pulled out a chair so that I can sit for some time. Let's do more. So we can write a total focal length as delta f. What is the need for it? Delta f matlab change in focal length, right? Here we are not finding any change in the focal length, we are finding out the total focal length, right? Okay, so हम proceed करेगा. कोई गड़बड़ नहीं है, ठीक है. So if you don't have any doubts, why we have to wait, why I have to sit there, we can continue. Now if the lenses were combined, the focal length was having the formula of 1 by f is equal to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2. Okay, now if both the lenses are separated with a distance of d, the focal length formula is the total focal length 1 by f is equal to 1 by f1, 1 by f2 minus d. What is d? The distance between their optic centers of both the lenses by f1, f2. Again, we don't have the derivation in your NCERT also, so we are not going to do the derivation here also. Fine. This is the equation for net focal length, which is 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2 minus d by f1, f2. This happens only if there is a gap between the lenses. If there is no gap, this is the equation. Okay? Yes? ठीक है. I'll give you 1 minute so that if anyone wants to copy it down, you can. ठीक है, हम जा रहे अगले question. Let's start doing it. Start reading, everyone. A convex lens of power 2D, convex, so positive, and a concave lens, concave, whenever you read the word concave, be alert, क्योंकि concave के साथ आ रहा है negativity, negative sign आ जाएगा, है ना? Then it isn't kept in contact, no distance is there, so I hope you know which equation to be used. Find the power of the combination. ठीक है? Power is equal to power of the first plus power of the second. First, it's a convex, directly it is given as 2 plus power of the second, directly not given, focal length is given. So 1 by f2, because power is equal to 1 by focal length, 2 plus 1 by, what's the focal length? 40. Is it correct? If I write it as a 40, ये correct है क्या? Will you get the right answer? मिल जाएगा? बिल्कुल नहीं मिल जाएगा आपको. क्यों? Why you won't be getting the answer? Because it has to be having two modifications to be done. One is minus, right? And this 40 has to be written, focal length has to be written in, yes, meters. So how will you convert centimeter into meter? Multiplying it with 10 power minus 2. So if you rearrange, 2 minus 1 by 40 into 10 power minus 2 is 0.4. So how much is this? 10 by 4, ये हो गया 2.5. 2 minus 2.5, so 0.5 with a negative, ये हो गया हमारा पावर. Tell me, ये negative sign, what does it say? It simply says the combination of convex and concave is having a power of negative. So what will it be acting as? The combination will be acting as a concave lens because the net power is coming as negative. Power or focal length, if it comes negative, that is for which one? That is for our yes, our concave lens. बस equivalent focal length. ठीक है, हमारा साथ power है. So F total is equal to 1 by P total. बस है ना? What is 1 by P total? That is equal to 1 by negative of 0.5. क्या हो गया इसको अचानक से? 1 divided by 0.5. So 0.5 is 1 by 2. So 2 goes up with a negative sign. This is a focal length. And इसका unit क्या है? Because you know, whenever we play with power, the unit of focal length is in meters, right? Because I told you to make the conversion. So whenever you find focal length from power also, you will get the focal length in meters. Make sure of it. It is not 2 centimeter. Okay. So 2 meter is equal to minus 200 सेंटीमीटर. बस कुछ नहीं और कुछ नहीं है और कुछ नहीं है बिल्कुल नहीं है. अंडरस्टूड? यस, डन डना डन. और क्या है? और क्वेश्चन क्या है? ओके, अगला क्वेश्चन. इस क्वेश्चन के बाद सिल्वरिंग ऑफ लेंस. ओके, देखेगा. अरे बाप रे, आई वुड हैव फॉलन जस्ट नाउ. नेगेटिविटी नहीं, you just can say that negative. Okay. Hi HW. ये HW कौन है? Anyway, continuing. A converging lens of focal length 5 centimeter. Converging lens, yes, convex है ना. So focal length is 5 centimeter. मतलब it is positive 5. It is converging. Is placed in contact with a diverging lens of focal length 10 centimeter. Diverging. Make sure that you put the negative sign. Find the direct equation here. 1 by f is equal to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2. अरे कितना सिंपल क्वेश्चन था ये. 1 by 5, f2 is 10 with a negative sign है ना. 1 by 5 minus 1 by 10, ये हो गया 10 minus 5. 5 divided by 50. So ulta, f is equal to 50 by 5, 10 centimeter. It was not a big deal at all, है ना. This was a direct question. We didn't do any effort. Okay. So I hope you understood the concept, right? So बिल्कुल ज़्यादा मत सोचना नहीं चाहिए. You don't have to think more, right? You just should be knowing how to deal with the equation, put the right sign so that you will get the right output also. Give the right input, process in the right way. Obviously, the output is also going to be correct. है ना? Late but not wrong, obviously. No worries, I know that. Barriers तो दे देगा. Yes. So सिल्वरिंग ऑफ लेंस आज करना है या कल करना है? और सिल्वरिंग ऑफ लेंस कल करेगा ना. Silvering of lens we'll do in tomorrow's class. What's it? And silvering of lens also we'll be doing in tomorrow's class. Okay, and we'll be doing refraction at prism. Okay, refraction at prism also we'll be doing in tomorrow's class. Tomorrow करेगा है ना. अब करना है. Have you listened to this? I have learned this in my Hindi classes. जो काम कल करना है तो वो आज करो, जो आज करना है तो वो अब करो. I don't know. It's a proverb or ऐसा कुछ. Okay. हाँ थोड़ा tired हो गया because continuous week है ना. This is the 4th day तो. And I have to save some energy for tomorrow's class. आप सबको पता है what is special for tomorrow. Tomorrow के लिए क्या special है? Yes, we have our revision for EMI in tomorrow's class. So yes, you have to tell to everyone, ask every one of your 2 friends to come and join because we have to learn EMI for our first term examination. So थोड़ा फॉर्मूला का रिविजन करेगा और फिर मेंटी करेगा. ठीक है सर, आप मत जाओ और पढ़ाते रहो. ये लव देखकर मुझे जाने का भी मन नहीं है, लेकिन क्या करूँ, जाना पड़ेगा अभी है ना. थोड़ा गला तो इफ़ आई पुट लॉट ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस कर दिया तो आई वोंट बी एबल टू टेक क्लासेस टुमारो. फॉर मेंडी ज़्यादा एनर्जी तो चाहिए, देना ही चाहिए है ना. हाँ मानसी वही है. हाँ यस. तो क्या करना है आप लोगों को बिफोर यू कम टू टुमारोज क्लास? जल्दी बता. बिफोर यू कम टू टुमारोज क्लास मेक श्योर दैट यू डू द रिविजन. पूरा रिविजन करके ही आना है क्लास के लिए. ओके, सो जस्ट गो थ्रू द EMI एंड लेट्स सी हु इज गोइंग टू विन टुमारोज मेंडी है ना. तो देखेगा. थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन फॉर योर सपोर्ट, फॉर योर लव. एंड सिल्वरिंग ऑफ लेंसेज लेफ्ट, कटिंग ऑफ लेंसेज छोटू टॉपिक है, हम तो कल ही करेगा. And special classes this week nahi hai. And as you already know, those who are not there at the initial time, special price offers are going on which will help you to make a savings of almost 25,000 rupees if you are going to make the subscription right now. This is only valid 3 more days are being extended, right? Okay, so not tomorrow, 2 more days it is extended. You will get this, which means along with the 10% of discount which you will get when you use the code of AMB10, extra 10% will be given to you if you are making the purchase right now. So yes, jaldi se kar le. And let me tell you, those who haven't liked the session, jaldi se like karke do let me know that you all are enjoying the classes, you are understanding all the concept what is being taught here, and you want more and more classes from me. Okay, and do subscribe so that you'll get notification whenever I or any of the teachers come live in this platform. Okay, thank you so much everyone. Me and Unacademy signing out. Let's crack it, all the exams, है ना? So we'll be meeting. Thank you. Bye everyone. Good night.